Hello students. Today I am giving you inverse trigonometry functions part 7. So I think you are practicing the previous classes examples and I hope this is the last class for inverse trigonometric functions for theory classes. For CET we have so many classes, we have to take so many classes for inverse trigonometric functions. So I will start with the problems. Find the value of tan in the bracket sin inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. See, in the last class I gave so many formulas. In that one formula is tan of tan inverse x is equal to x. If x is a real number, that means this gives you the hint. If outside we have a tan and inside we have tan inverse, your answer will be x if x belongs to R, set of real numbers. So that gives you one hint. That what is that hint? Outside we have tan, so convert this in the form of tan inverse. This we are converting automatically, but what about sin inverse? For that I am writing like this. Sin inverse 3 by 5 I am taking as alpha. Take only sin inverse part on that side. Sin alpha is 3 by 5. Draw the right angle triangle. Alpha opposite upon hypotenuse. This is adjacent with the help of a Pythagoras triplets. So write down tan alpha. Tan alpha is 3 by 4. If you take only tan on that side, alpha is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So see this carefully. That means we are defining these two in the same triangle. So in place of sin inverse 3 by 5, you can write tan inverse 3 by 4. So tan in the bracket, tan inverse 3 by 4. And this we are familiar. What is that formula? Formula is like this. Tan inverse 1 by x you can write cot inverse x. That is all. Cot inverse x as a tan inverse 1 by x. So this will be written as tan inverse 2 by 3. I hope all of you are getting this and you remember the formula. So keep tan as it is and this is in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Tan I kept as it is, this tan inverse also I kept as it is. Here I took the LCM 12, this is 9, this is 8. Here instead of cancelling directly I took the LCM, so your cancellation should be simple. That's why I wrote as it is. Now it is tan of tan inverse 8 plus 9 is 17 and it is 6. Now see, tan of tan inverse x is x. Like that, tan of tan inverse 17 by 6 is 17 by 6. I hope all the students you are getting these examples. So see this example step by step, slowly, carefully, you will get the answer. And you have to perfect in the formula, whatever I gave the formula in inverse trigonometry chapter. Next example, prove that sin inverse pi by 3 minus sin inverse 1 by 2 is equal to first one 1 by 2, second one 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1. So this is a multiple choice answer. So sometimes we are marking directly, but sometimes we have to solve. Here I am giving you the solution. First write as it is. It is sin inverse in the bracket pi by 3 as it is. See this value. It is in the form of sin inverse minus x. Already I told you. In the question, if you have a negative, please refer the formula list. So formula list is sin inverse minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x. Outside already minus is there and one more minus it becomes plus the sine inverse 1 by 2. So it is sine inverse pi by 3, and you know how to refer this standard value table for inverse trigonometric functions. Sine inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 630 degree. Take the LCM, LCM is 6 and it is 2 pi plus 5. Sine inverse 3 pi by 6. So it is sine inverse pi by 2. Sine inverse pi by 2 answer is 1. So this answer is 1. I hope all of you are getting the solution. Next question. Tan inverse root 3 minus cot inverse of minus root 3 is equal to 5 minus pi by 2, 0, 2 root 3. See, here these two values are equal, but you cannot write this formula. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. See, why you are not applying this formula? Because first one is middle we have a minus, and next one is these two values should be equal, but here one is a positive and one is a negative, so we cannot write the formula. Then solve this. What is the tan inverse root 3 with the help of table, or tan inverse root 3 minus what is cot inverse of minus x? If it is a negative, refer sign table, standard value formula table. It is pi minus cot inverse x, and outside if you have a negative, write it in the bracket. Then remove the bracket. See here, now it is for to understand you. I am rewriting that once again I am writing that step. Now tell me at least what is tan inverse root 3 cot inverse root 3? That is pi by 2, and this is minus pi. Take the LCM. So answer is minus pi by 2. So the answer is second one, minus pi by 2. Next, show that sine inverse 3 by 5 minus sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. So see the students, already we did the example related with this. Now also once again I am explaining. In the answer we require cos inverse, and LHS middle we have a minus. So for that we are applying cos alpha minus beta. Before applying that formula I am converting these two sign in the form of cos. See, if the problem contains sin and cos, we have to use only sin and cos terms. That is very simple. You can convert tan, but it is a little bit complicated. First I am writing sin inverse 3 by 5 as a alpha. Take only sin inverse part on that side. Draw the right angle triangle. Again remember the Pythagoras triplets. 3, 5, this should be 4. Write down cos alpha. Cos alpha is 4 by 5, adjacent upon hypotenuse. Now sin inverse 8 upon 17 I am taking as a beta, and only sin inverse on that side implies 8 by 17 is equal to sin beta. Again mark in the right angle triangle. Have you remembered the triplets? 8, 17, 15. Now write down cos beta. It is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Now answer is required cos inverse. Here middle we have a minus. Because of this cos and middle minus, we are writing this formula. Cos of alpha minus beta, because we require minus and this is cos inverse. Cos alpha into cos beta plus sin alpha into sin beta. After this, substitute the values. So this problem I am keeping as it is. Cos alpha minus beta. See, what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is 4 by 5. What is cos beta? Cos beta is 15 upon 17. And middle we have plus. Sin alpha. Sin alpha is 3 by 5. And sin beta is 8 by 17. And next is as usual simple addition, taking LCM and adding the terms. Here first multiply. See that. After that take the LCM is 85 and 60 plus 24. This is cos of alpha minus beta. So cos of alpha minus beta is equal to 84 upon 85. Implies take only cos part of that side. Alpha minus beta is cos inverse of 84 by 85. Let us write alpha and beta. In the starting of the solution, you know what is alpha. Alpha is sin inverse 3 by 5 and middle minus. Beta is sin inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. See students, we are not taking LHS or RHS, just we are applying the basic first year formula and we are proving this. Now I am giving you 2-3 examples as a homework, similar sum examples. Prove that this homework. Cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to cos inverse 33 by 65. I am giving you the hint. Answer is here RHS is cos inverse middle plus. Take this as alpha and this as beta and apply the formula cos of alpha plus beta. And here RHS is sin inverse and middle plus. This you take as alpha, this you take as a beta and apply sin of alpha plus beta. Next examples. Prove that this is little bit lazy sum but very interesting. Sin inverse 12 by 13 plus cos inverse 4 by 5 plus tan inverse 63 upon 16 is equal to 5. See here also we are not starting with LHS or RHS. See the steps slowly. Let us take sin inverse 12 by 13 as the x. Then what is sin x? Sin x will be 12 by 13 because we are taking only sin inverse part on that side. Again mark this in the right angle triangle. This is x. Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. And adjacent will be 5. Without calculations directly you can write. With the help of this write down tan x. Tan is opposite upon adjacent. Then cos inverse 4 by 5 as a y implies cos y is equal to 4 by 5. Again mark this in the right angle triangle. It is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Opposite is 3 because 3, 4, 5 is a triplet. You have to remember minimum 10 triplets for second year for your theory as well as CET. If you know the triplets, directly you can write the values. Then tan y is 3 by 4. Now tan inverse, it is already in the form of tan inverse 63 upon 16 as a z implies tan z is equal to 63 upon 16. I hope all of you are getting the values how to convert sine cos in the form of tan with the help of triangle. After that we are not writing any LHS or RHS. Just remember these values. These values are very important because in the next step we are using them. Now I am using this formula. We have tan x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x into tan y. So what is tan x? Already we calculated. Tan x is 12 by 5. What is tan y? Tan y is 3 by 4 upon 1 minus 12 by 5 into 3 by 4. Simplify this. Take the LCM. LCM is 20. So it is the tan of x plus y is equal to 63 upon minus 16. That is nothing but you can write minus 63 upon 16. It is the tan of x plus y. I hope you know what is tan z value. Tan z is 63 upon 16. That's why it is written as tan x plus y is equal to minus of tan z. In the starting of the solution, we know what is tan z value. Now, this minus tan z will be written with the help of allied angle if you are thorough in the allied angle. Tan of minus z or pi minus tan of pi minus z. Pi minus z means 180 minus theta in the form of 180 minus theta. It comes in third quadrant. In the third quadrant tan is negative. Now when you are comparing the angles, it will be written as x plus y is equal to minus z or x plus y is equal to pi minus z. That means students we are getting two answers. But I am telling this is not possible. Why it is not possible? Think little bit. Think about that. It is not possible because see the starting solution. X and y both are positive. When you add two positive numbers, you cannot get the negative answer. That's why it is not possible. So leave this. Now come to this. X plus y. Take minus z on that side. Become plus z pi. Now write out x value. What is x? Sin inverse 12 by 13. Y cos inverse 4 by 5. Z tan inverse 63 upon 16 is equal to 5. See, we are not taking any LHS or RHS, but with the help of basic formulas, we are proving this. This is the only few sums are little bit different. So the next part. It is next question is important question. Simplify tan inverse A cos x minus b sin x upon b cos x plus a sin x in the simplest form. If a upon b tan x greater than minus 1. We have to convert this in the simplest form. In one of the previous classes, I explained the sum like this. Tan inverse cos x minus sin x upon cos x plus sin x. And the question is write the following in the simplest form. In that category, I explained this. If you practice the sum, you remember this problem and you know how to solve. Here we are taking cos x and cos x common. You are getting, after taking cos x common, you are getting tan inverse of 1 minus tan x upon, because taking cos, sin by cos will be tan. Already we solved the sum and I thought you are practicing, that's why I wrote the steps directly. Can we compare these two? Yes, we can compare. What is the difference you are finding in these two examples? In this example, cos and sin, only the difference is sin, but their coefficient is 1. Cos x sin x, cos x plus sin x, their coefficient is 1. But here also they are in the same form, but they have a different coefficients. Different coefficients means you cannot apply this method. Instead of this method, try to write this bracket, this whole problem in the form of tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy, because this we can split as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Here this formula gives you the hint. In the denominator the first letter is 1. We have to make this letter as a 1. To make that letter as a 1, take b cos x common. Now it becomes 1 plus. There is no b cos x. So it is a sin x upon b cos x. If you take to b cos x common in the denominator, to balance that b cos x common, then arrange that. We took cos x common, b is not there. And b is common, cos is not there. So this gets cancels. Now see, this again written as tan inverse of a by b. Sin by cos is tan x upon 1 plus a by b into tan x. See now this one and this one. Compare. It is tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy is equal to tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. See the two brackets are similar. In place of x we have a by b. In place of y we have tan x. This formula will be written as tan x minus tan y. So this will be written as, with the help of that formula, tan inverse a by b. In place of x we have a by b minus tan inverse of, in place of y we have tan x. For this we don't have any further simplification, so keep as it is. But here tan inverse and tan get cancels, answer is x. This is a simplified, because the question is simplify the following example. So this is a simplified form. Next one, sin of tan inverse x is equal to x upon root of 1 minus x square, 1 upon root of 1 minus x square, 1 upon root of 1 plus x square, and x upon root of 1 plus x square. So here in place of tan inverse x I am writing as theta. Let tan inverse x is a theta. Implies taking only tan inverse part on that side. X is tan theta. This is also written as See, is it possible to write like this? X we can write x by 1. If you mark this in the right angle triangle, this is tan theta, one acute angle we are taking as theta. Tan is opposite upon adjacent. And with the help of Pythagoras theorem, calculate the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will be root of 1 plus x square. So the given problem is written as sin theta because this whole term we are writing as a theta. Now refer this right angle triangle, write down sin theta. What is sin theta? Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is x, hypotenuse is root of 1 plus x square. So your answer will be 412. Next. Tan inverse x upon y minus tan inverse x minus y upon x plus y is equal to first one pi by 2, second one pi by 3, then pi by 4, then minus 3 pi by 4. So this is the standard result. You can use this standard result for a CET and the answer is pi by 4. And I am explaining how it is the standard result. If the problem is tan inverse 3 by 4 minus tan inverse 3 minus 4 upon 3 plus 4. Without calculations directly you can write pi by 4. So if you are not remembered it is a standard result, sometimes it happens at that time you can apply tan inverse x minus tan inverse y formula and see the result. Take the LCM for numerator and denominator. These can get cancels. At that time remove the bracket. See which minus xy plus xy plus xy minus xy get cancelled. See what is remaining. Tan inverse x square plus y square upon x square plus y square. That is nothing but tan inverse 1. And what is the tan inverse 1? Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So without calculation also I told you this is the standard result. Remember it. Now I am giving you some simple examples as a assignment. Try after seeing all these videos, so try these examples for yourself. Find the value of sin inverse 1 by 2 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 cos inverse of cos 600 cos inverse of cos 1540. Take this sin inverse of sin 1550 cos inverse of cos 350 degree minus sin inverse of sin 350 degree. Sin inverse of sin minus 610 degree. Tan inverse of tan 310 degree. And next prove that So I hope all of you are getting like all the examples, all the steps. Please give the feedback on this so I can give the best in the next classes, and please try this. So with this it completes the chapter. Before completing the chapter, I will give in Karnataka State Bengaluru Board. So for this chapter the weightage is 8 marks and 1 mark you are getting one question. The question is write the range, domain, or write the principal value, standard value, like that. And 2 mark 2 questions. And in part C 3 mark 1 question. So and in the CET also it is very important. Not only this chapter, we are using this inverse trigonometry in integration when we are solving the examples. Only when you 2-3 examples, but it is very important chapter. So try this. So with this I complete the chapter inverse trigonometric functions.